All right, the time is now 6:07. I feel like the wind and everything just kind of came out of nowhere. My parents lost a pool umbrella in the midst of all of it just because we didn't see it coming.
That's right. I was outside. In fact, I had just gotten back to where I live when that big gust of wind hit, and I could barely open my car door as it was coming through, and it was out ahead of the rainfall. That was the interesting part. That's where the strongest wind gusts happened, upwards of 60 miles an hour. In fact, at the airport at Middle Georgia Regional, gusted to 56. So let's check it out, what it looks like this morning. There's a live look over downtown. A pretty nice sunrise officially comes above the horizon here in the next 30 minutes or so. The temperatures this morning, a mix of 60s and 70s, 69 in Macon, 70 in Warner Robins, 68 in Eastman, 69 in McRae, and 70 to get your morning started in Vidalia. But the radar is quiet this morning here in central Georgia. A couple showers up near the Augusta area, but then also down into southeast Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, where they just cannot catch a break. Where they're going on 2 weeks of just rounds of storms after storms, and they're severe storms at that. Some more storms this morning up into the upstate of South Carolina. So we're kind of bookended by storms this morning, but dry in central Georgia as of now. And as we work our way into the afternoon hours, that will begin to change. So most of, if not all of our area in a level 1 storm risk for the threat of damaging winds and some large hail today. Also, that heavy rainfall threat will come along with it. But to be quite honest with you, I'm not as concerned about the storm risk today as I was last night across central Georgia. So there we are at the noon hour, still looking at sunny skies, temperatures warming up in a hurry. But we are looking at an additional wave of storms. There we go at 5 p.m. rolling through central Georgia relatively quickly once again. Anything we do see will be out of here by about the midnight hour, waking up dry for your Tuesday morning on into Tuesday afternoon. Again, mostly dry. This is a cold front coming through. It's not going to do a whole lot to our temperatures, but it is going to dry out our air, so the humidity is not going to be as high. And the biggest thing is it's going to keep our feels like temperatures closer to the actual air temperature versus what we're going to see today, waking up to the 60s on Wednesday morning. There we go into Wednesday afternoon, right back into the 90s. But here's what I'm talking about today. It is going to be a scorcher of an afternoon. Here we are at 1 p.m. looking at feels like temperatures upper 90s, low 100s, even in a few spots. I think we could hit 100 here in Macon as well. But as soon as that rain comes through, it's going to drop our feels like temperatures relatively quickly. So at least we've got that to look forward to in terms of the rainfall today. Also an update on the tropics for you on this Monday morning. Brett and Cindy are no more, and we're not expecting any development here in the next 7 days. What I want to point out to you is you notice this kind of transparent color coming off of Africa here. This is a wave of African dust that's beginning to move across the Atlantic. So if it's able to make it here to central Georgia, we might have some nice sunrises and sunsets in our future in about a week or so. Hour by hour today, 70s into the 80s, upper 80s by 1 p.m. I think we get to about 92 today, but those feels like temperatures, potentially 97 to 102. Afternoon showers and storms are on the way. Sunrise is officially at 6:29 this morning. And the warm up continues. 95 for tomorrow, 96 on Wednesday, 97 on Thursday. The good news is the air will still be on the drier side on those days, so only a 10% chance of rain. But the temperatures continue to warm and the humidity comes back in time for Friday and Saturday. Of course, the Independence Day concert on Saturday, likely a scorcher this year.